Hey, hey, hey. Where my people at? Peace and blessings. I know y'all can hear the rain. We got some rain today, which is really nice because now our plants can get some natural water. Alright, I'm just putting my link here. Yay! Hey, hey, y'all hear that thunder? Hey, hey. Woo. Feels good to be back, y'all. Last week, my first daughter had her 13th birthday, so she's officially a teenager. And we took her all the way to Discovery Bay, Jamaica, so that she could have some fun in the sun. Yes. Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome back. Thank you for coming in today. So we're going to continue our list. We had started 2 weeks ago talking about self-love. Whoa. We were talking about self-love and womb wellness remedies. Yes. All my words were jumbling together. So, as y'all know, I have quite a few different lists, per se. So I have some different lists. This one is about different things that you can do to assist yourself with giving back to you. So I'm just looking at myself in this camera, y'all. I look really different. I've been doing a lot of self-care. Waking up early. I love waking up early because it's so quiet. It's okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I have the baby still. But early mornings are my favorite because it's so quiet, and then I just roll out my yoga mat and start stretching. Yeah, it's been a challenge, but I've been going for about 6 weeks straight. I've started and stopped here and there, but this has been the most consistent, and I can see what the stretching is doing for me, y'all. Yeah, along with that, I'm doing some muscle training. Although I haven't gotten into the real muscle training yet, so me and my hubby are gonna start doing some squats and pull-ups and stuff soon because I gotta get my muscles bulky. Trying to get that peach back. Also, one thing that I've been really mindful of is healing diastasis recti. So one of the things that happens to women most of the time when we have children is that I don't want to say this wrong. I'm just going to say the connective tissue that connects the ab muscles together gets ripped apart for obvious reasons. All the weight, all the growth, all the body changes, and then it leaves a space. Depending on the severity determines what else can be happening to the body, like incontinence, not being able to hold your urine, laughing and peeing, sneezing and peeing, running to the bathroom. So it can affect the pelvic floor as well. But what ends up happening in the abdomen is that you get a mommy pouch. And you know, us mothers, we really don't like the mama pouch because we want to be sexy and cute and all, you know, wearing our swimsuit and walking around. We want our pre-pregnancy body. But we have to remember that there are special exercises, there's special breathing techniques, etc., that are needed. Oh, look at that. Peace. Yeah, so women have to do these special exercises and special breathing to reorganize the body and to help bring back the strength in those core muscles. Wrapping the belly is also a good way of doing it, but not necessarily with a waist trainer. We have some special belly wraps called Bangtang belly binding, which is really important because there's a lot of strain and pulling and weighing down of tendons and muscles and stuff like that. So we have to give ourselves support. So all that to say is that I have been very mindful about my breathing and about my core exercises, not doing sit-ups, not doing planks, not doing push-ups, but doing specific diastasis recti safe exercises so that I can gain back that control of my abdomen muscles. All right, so that's been the goal there. So yeah, let's get to it. So just to recap, we talked about maintaining a peaceful mindset. We talked about maintaining a nutritional balance, getting out into nature, and then we stopped at maintaining a healthy sexual balance. Okay, so if y'all want to know about the other stuff I just talked about, please go watch the replays because it's a lot of information in there. So maintaining a healthy sexual balance, and that reminds me, I forgot to bring my products out again. All right, somebody gonna help me. One of my assistants over here are gonna help me, but let's get into this. So when we talk about sexual balance, everybody's like, I know everybody's clutching their pearls and cringing and closing their eyes and giggling and all this kind of stuff. But sex is life, y'all. And it's not to say that you need to be running around and having 1,000,001 partners. You know, you still have to be responsible and reasonable and have discernment. But you need to understand your sexual energy and what it is about. Like, our sexual energy is part of our goddess and our God power. We've been misinformed. Yes, there is a pleasure aspect to it, but there's also a manifesting aspect to it, a healing aspect to it, relaxation, rejuvenation, assisting with your immune system. It boosts your immune system, your mood, all types of stuff, your body's shape. Look, it's a lot. When we are dampened in our sexual energy, aka your chi or your libido, when it's low, everything drags down. Okay? Everything is dragged down and slowed down in our lives, and we become numb. We become numb to ourselves, we become numb to our environment. We don't know our purpose. All types of stuff starts happening, okay? So maintaining a healthy sexual balance is about owning and understanding your sexuality. Let me see where my assistants are. All right. When they come in here, then I'll show you guys some of my special products for the ladies. So things that you can do to maintain your sexual balance is get a yoni egg. A yoni egg helps to create a resistance so that you can actually do the Kegels effectively. A lot of us are misinformed in thinking that we can just sit here and do some Kegels. There's no resistance, there's no weight, so it doesn't necessarily give the 100% benefits compared to when you have a yoni egg. Now the yoni egg is made from a semi-precious stone or a crystal. I recommend something like a rose quartz. I know a lot of people say use jade, but just as long as it's a safe stone, a real stone, and something that resonates with what you need in your womb space, then go for it. But I recommend rose quartz because it's about self-love, it's about giving back to yourself and maintaining that energy of pouring into you. And they come in different sizes, and each size helps you determine your strength. You have people that do yoni weightlifting with yoni eggs, and they're attaching weights. So the yoni egg will have a hole drilled in it, and they'll attach some weights to it. And look, people are shooting ping pong balls out of their vaginas. It sounds crazy, yes, but at the same time, there are skeletal muscles, like the muscles in your arms and your legs. They're voluntary muscles in the pelvic floor that are connected to your vagina. So you have to maintain that if you want to be able to hold your urine or have an enjoyable sexual experience, and to help birth your babies if you're ready to have children. What else? So you have yoni eggs, you have yoni wands. Yoni wands helps you to move out pain points in your cervix. It also helps you to find the different pleasure points within. When I talk about pain points in the cervix, our womb holds a lot of information. So if you've experienced trauma or unpleasurable sexual encounters or going to the gynecologist and stuff like that, just pure invasion or anything in your outside life, your stress, whatever, it gets stored in the cervix and other areas of your womb. But the cervix, you can use the wand to press down on those specific areas of pain to help release that tension and get to a point of healing. And again, these are made from semi-precious stones and crystals. They come in different shapes. Some are straight, curved, have a bulb at the end, all types of stuff. If you need help getting a yoni wand or a yoni egg, let me know, because I can assist y'all with that. Okay, other things to do. So we talked about the herbs for the womb. So the different pum pum herbs that I talked about to help get rid of the odor, balance the pH, stop the itching, all that. So you have oils, you have suppositories, you have special soaps. And I really want y'all to pay attention to these products that you're using. Remember I talked about that? We're not spraying all the perfume on the vagina. We're not doing that. You can use essential oils that smell just as beautiful and have healing benefits. So I recommend like a Lang Lang, a lavender, lemon, bergamot, grapefruit. There's so many, okay? If you just really need to have a fragrance on your vagina. For the oils now, Pink Nectar does have a body massage oil. It's specifically for the yoni. It helps to maintain that pH balance and heal the skin if you have any issues going on there. And it's really pepperminty fresh. The peppermint is nice, especially when it's like 1,000 degrees outside. But we're getting some cool breeze because it's raining finally. And I still use the yoni oil, but on them hot days, it really helps with that. And then, of course, you have the pH balance and suppositories to help go ahead and kill that yeast and the bacteria that causes BV. The soaps now, that's the part I wanted to get to, the soap. A lot of us are using soap inside the vagina, and it's not pH balanced, okay? So you want to use a soap that's pH balanced. We have a garlic and lavender soap. So again, it helps to kill off the yeast and the BV and all those crazy things that's causing that itch and odor. And then it's pH balanced, so it won't disrupt your natural flora. We also have two other pH balanced soaps that are a little bit more playful in the fragrance. And then, so two bar soaps and a liquid soap. So if you're looking for something that's moisturizing, that's pH balanced and not going to throw off your natural vaginal flora, click the link and go ahead and order your Lux Pussy products. Okay, so we got the Lux Pussy box, and it has all those things in there, and your yoni steaming. So okay, we're talking about maintaining a sexual balance, maintaining a healthy sexual balance. Self-pleasuring is really, really, really important. I know a lot of us are coming from the teachings of, oh, wait until you're married to have sex. Like, okay, but what about me discovering what my body is about? That's the part that most of us have missed, is that we need to know what our body is about. What do we like? Where's the G spot? Where's the clitoris? Where's the A spot? Where's the cervix? All types of stuff. Where's my perineum? You need to know these things. It's your body. Get to know her. And then, of course, with the self-pleasuring, it gives you a connection, mind, body, and spirit with yourself. It helps boost your confidence, your immune system. Helps your body tone up. Like literally, it helps to clear your energy field. There's so much to understanding and accepting and participating in self-pleasuring. So go ahead and set that bath, light the candle, make a special arrangement on your bed, and with a toy or without a toy, or with a yoni wand, without one, whatever it is, make that time for yourself. There's so many different positions that you can be in for just you. You'd be really surprised. So, okay, let's talk about some other things. So, of course, if you're intimate with a partner, being like self-pleasuring, you'll be able to vocalize what you want with your partner. Because I know a lot of people don't necessarily have the courage or the know-how of what they want when they want it. Okay, so self-pleasuring will help you get to that point of vocalizing. Having conversations about sex. Hey, y'all see that lightning? It's about to start thundering. Oh my God. But anyway, a lot of people do not have conversations about sex. Y'all hear that? What is it? Lightning flash, lightning and thunder. But a lot of people do not like to have these conversations about sex. I'm still working my way to speaking with my daughters about it, because they've said some stuff to me that I'm just like, oh my God. But we have open conversations. Zola, can you hand me that little pink bag with the tassel?
Yeah.
Hey, my sister's came. Diaper? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Thank you. The diaper is on the shelf. My assistants, aka my baby girl. Let me drink some water. So what I was saying is that when you have children, sometimes it's difficult. It was difficult for our parents. That's why most of them never talked to us about sex. But the more you release all your hindrances surrounding your sexuality, the easier it'll be for you to prepare your children for their adulthood. Because I know me, I don't want my kids repeating any of the nonsense. I don't want them repeating any of the crap that I went through, and I want them to really full joy their young adult life, and really like I just have all these beautiful visions of what my children need to be doing, and it's not being bogged down in a crazy relationship, okay? So being able to speak with your friends or family members, if your siblings or your mother or whoever you're talking to has conversations about sex, you need to be able to talk about that. You might find out something new, something you didn't know, something that might help you, whatever it is. Okay? I know a lot of people use things like, what is it called? Like lubrication. Be careful with that, because that can throw off your pH too. But if you have to, if you have to use a lubrication, I'm gonna tell you two things. One, you might need to start taking some herbs like maca root, ashwagandha, maca root, ashwagandha, and there's another one that starts with an M and it's slipping me. But anyway, slippery elm. You might need to take some stuff like that, or okra. That's a really easy one to get in terms of like keeping yourself moist. But part of the reason why you're not moist is because you have some type of blockage. Pum pum the wet. Okay, it's supposed to always be moist and wet, regardless of your age. Okay, age is not a factor. It's imbalances that get us to those points. And then two, you can use some coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil, preferably. Something that's not so refined. And why? Because it has so many healing properties, and then it's just really nice as a lubricant. And one of my sister friends told me that she uses coconut oil as part of her birth control plan. Okay, so she inserts however much vaginally before her and her partner have intercourse, and that's part of her birth control plan. All right, so I'm just gonna check if I missed anything. Right, so your sexual energy is power. Yes, that's where we create. That's where we relax, rejuvenate, all types of stuff. So one of the products I want to show y'all, if y'all are familiar with my website, we're all things women, but if you want a really nice set of adult toys, I recommend the Almighty Rose. Okay, so I have this one on my website. I think y'all can see it up here. I usually clean it before I use it. I keep it in a special pouch. But the battery lasts long. It's a USB charging battery, and then it has like 100 different settings. I don't even know how many it is, but it's a lot. I'm saying 100 because you can keep switching. It has 2 buttons, and you can have all these different combinations. So it has like a vibrating and a suction, okay? So, and it's really quiet. So I'm gonna just turn it on. Hey! So when it turns out, it has a little light. And then it's really quiet. Okay? So yeah, and then it has this little tip to it, so you can do whatever you want to do with that. And then the butterfly, I'm not sure, but you can figure out something to do with that one too. But it has some really nice, it's just soft and comfortable, and it will give you a nice experience. Okay, so if y'all want to go ahead and order you one of these, just click the link in my bio. You know, they have all these other ones without the stem on it. I just figured I would do something different. So yeah, make sure y'all get something for you, and get in connection with your yoni on a sexual level, because why not? It's no point in us feeling depressed or numb or sad or low energy, like indulge yourself in yourself. Ooh, this thunder is something serious. I would show y'all outside, but I don't want to move my camera. But it is overcast. It's nice though. I appreciate the rain. I give thanks. Our plants are happy. All right, our plants are happy. My skin is happy. My husband is happy. We're enjoying the rain. So yeah, make sure y'all take some time to really get to know yourself. I'm just gonna give y'all like a little story about me in terms of understanding my sexuality. I got those same teachings where it's like, wait till you're 18, wait till you're married, and then you're just, we were curious as kids. Why not? What's the problem? What are you talking about? What is it anyway? Like, and then never really being able to have the open conversations with the right people, okay? And then getting into situations that were not favorable, even marriage. So I ended up getting divorced after a 10-year relationship. And part of it was because I just was not connected. I was not like fully mind, body, and spirit connected. And I feel like a lot of that had to do with my sexual experiences in terms of not really being fully in control of that. And then allowing myself to be with people that weren't necessarily worthy. Okay, so in my development, in peeling these layers back, in my healing, I came to the point of understanding, like, okay, I am worth so much more. I am worth a lot, and I deserve to feel good all the time, okay? And I don't have to hold shame, I don't have to hold guilt, I don't have to hold disconnection from my womb. And once I really grasp all that and embrace my darkness, when I tell you my period pain stopped, like I'm wearing these glasses because they're cute. These are not prescription. I was having vision problems. That's gone. I no longer have vision problems. Y'all see how I look? I'm approaching 40 pretty soon, okay? And I have 4 children. My weight is very stable. If anything, I have to make sure that I'm eating enough or else I'm gonna be like this big. But for the most part, I'm very consistent with my weight. I live in paradise. My husband and I are building our property, building our home from the ground up, and we have countless amounts of fruit trees in our yard that are blossoming and blooming, and the bees are buzzing. Like, all this is going out right now, okay? We were like, oh, we're not getting enough rain, and all of a sudden we got rain. Y'all see the lightning flickering in my glasses. But I'm just saying all that to say is, when you really embrace, and when I really embrace my sexuality and understanding the importance of accepting it, all the things that no longer serve me disappeared. Yeah, I like it open. Well, he asked me if I want it open. Yeah, I want to hear the rainfall. I want to hear that thunder, even though it's scaring me. Look, I'm connected with nature right now, y'all. Oh, one thing that really helped me too was I spent 2 years in Antigua. Beautiful island, y'all. I got the opportunity to live in Antigua, study medicine, dance, and I met so many beautiful people there. And the second summer I was there, I played mass. If any of y'all know what that is, we went to Carnival. My sister and I, and then even the kids went to Carnival. But seeing the women, the black women, okay, black women, in their little G-strings and thongs and bras and panties and all this kind of stuff. Seeing them wearing those outfits and flaunting, okay, all shapes and sizes, and they were walking around and shaking it and winding up and all types of, road march, okay? And I was like, wow. And I've always been a small person, petite, cute little body, and I was so scared to wear the little outfit, okay? But seeing them just really gave me such a healing, and saying that, wow, it's okay to be sensual and sexual and free and not necessarily be a hoe. That doesn't qualify you to be a hoe, okay? What it does qualify you as is embracing your body, embracing your culture, because there is so much rich culture surrounding those carnivals. If y'all go look, there's a page that I follow on Instagram, and she breaks it all down, okay? She breaks down everything, job, carnival, jumbi, maka jumbi, all that kind of stuff. But to say that it's part of our African lineage and ancestry that passed over into the Caribbean and really transcended into something so fun, okay? And just to have fun, y'all. Like, going to Carnival and having fun was just a really great experience, along with being able to embrace the Black woman body, okay? Another thing I did was go to the nude beach. The nude beach in Antigua is very empty. It's at Hawksbill. Maybe y'all gonna meet me in Antigua one year when I do a retreat out there. But my goddess sister friends and I would go to the beach and do some yoni sunning. Full blown naked in the sun with the legs wide open to the sun. It wasn't that many people out there to begin with. If it was, whatever. We weren't having sex at the beach, but it was just a really nice experience, and it like supercharged. It's like a supercharge, y'all. When I tell you, I felt like just so energized after doing that. You wouldn't even expect it. Like, we wear little two-piece swimsuits all the time, and then just taking that off and sitting in the sun is a magnificent difference, okay? That is a healing in itself. So maybe we get to do that at my retreat next September in Jamaica. So we'll see. Because I got to make sure that we're in a secure place and the women are safe and there's no peeping toms and all that kind of stuff. Right? But I really want y'all to have that experience. If you can do it in your yard now, please go for it. I need my husband to make me a spot here so that I can go yoni sun sipping in my yard. I'm still waiting to do that here. But that was another womb healing experience, and really just helped me to connect with my sexuality on a whole, okay? So yeah, I wanted to come back to this topic because it's just it's near and dear to me, because a lot of people do not like talking about their sexual experiences. They don't like talking about the importance of understanding your sexuality and stuff like that. And I'm not there for it. Like, we need to have these conversations. A lot of us are suffering. A lot of us are getting into situations that do not make sense, and it is a foundation of sex. Like, we think that we need to have somebody to have these magnificent sexual experiences, and that's far from the case. You do not. Like I said, we don't need to go outside of ourselves to feel pleasure, to feel joy, to feel excitement, to feel fulfillment and gratitude. We don't need to go outside of ourselves. We can feel that for ourselves. And once we really embrace that, I think a lot of our problems in our dysfunctional communities would dissipate. I have countless friends that have failed relationships, failed marriages, children out of wedlock and all this kind of stuff. Like, we were trying things because we didn't have guidance. And had we had the guidance, I don't think we would have been just trying stuff haphazardly, okay? Understanding your menstrual cycle, and not just when your period starts. We're talking about ovulation, the different types of discharge, the different ways that our body wants to eat. Like, there's so many different things that goes into our menstrual cycle, but more specifically for family planning, understanding what your body signals to you so that you know that it's not necessarily time for you to have sex if you're not planning to have children. And we have to be mindful of that. The last thing you want to do is have a child when you're not mentally, emotionally, physically, financially ready to have children. Because then what that does is bring you further down in your spiritual self, in your physical self, in your emotional self. Everything is weighed down. Okay, and then you're faced with a decision to make, or faced with trying to decide if you're having an abortion or not, and the ethicalness of having an abortion. Like, stop. Let's stop things in advance by educating ourselves, educating our children, educating our sisters and our brothers to understand that we do have control, we do have sovereignty and autonomy over our bodies. It's not a pill or a shot or a doctor or this, that. No. We do have the ability to plan and understand what's going on with our bodies. Once we decide to say, you know what, let me get to know this body for real. Okay, and there's a lot of information out here now. There's been information, but it's been in the books, and nobody knew which books to look through. But now you can look on social media. There's so much information out there at your fingertips, okay? And I'm letting you know that this is one of those places where you're gonna get that raw information, because this is what we need, okay? We need to know that we can plan by paying attention to our menstrual cycle, by getting to know ourselves through self-pleasuring, through feeding our bodies the things that it needs, and understanding our intuition and our discernment so that we're not around the people who are not going to uplift us, okay? So the dysfunction train stops here. But peace and blessings, y'all. I see so many of y'all logging in to my live. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and get to number 5. Pamper yourself, okay? So this year I bought a stool for my bathroom. I bought a stool because I already knew about the stool in terms of using it when you're taking a number 2, okay? You put the stool down and put your feet up on the stool so that you can get into the correct position, correct squatting position when you're on the toilet, so that you can have easy and smooth defecation. You're not straining your heart and all this kind of stuff, okay? But I also bought the stool because I wanted to start using my stool in the shower. Okay, and that's part of my pampering. So I have the stool in the shower ready to go. All right, I sit down and scrub my feet. We don't have bathtubs yet in our new property, but it's all right. I take the stool in the shower, and then, like, if I have to bathe the baby with me, then I'll sit down and bathe him rather than bending over. But for myself, for self-pampering, I sit down and scrub my feet. I use a body brush to soap up my body, to exfoliate, to help move that lymph fluid around, to get my back for real. Like, come on, y'all. So, pampering. This is part of my self-pampering routine. Sometimes I'll just, use my hands or whatever, but most times I'm sitting on that stool. I have a foot scrubber. I have a pumice stone to get rid of that dead skin. I have the body brush. Of course, I have my hands, and then I use a lot of different types of soaps. Like I talked about the pH balance ones, um, lavender and garlic, and then a really nice moisturizing liquid soap that I have on the website as well. So, look, I have some skincare products, Pink Nectar skincare products. It's a rose and hyaluronic acid. And that thing has been helping me. So I've actually been having some dermatitis on my face. And it's been plaguing me for a long time, y'all. This came about because, first of all, I didn't know what the hell was happening to me. I thought it was the makeup. I'm like, am I breaking out because of the makeup? Like, what's going on? And then I started doing some research and found out that it's called perioral dermatitis. A lot of women get it, but it's hormonal. And I'm like, what could have caused that? But I was on a hormonal birth control for a number of years, and I think the quality of it was not where it was supposed to be. And mind you, this is prior to me really understanding my sexuality, as I mentioned before. But I was using the birth control, and then it made my face break out. So for the past few years, I've been having these dermatitis, little small bumps around my nose and my mouth. So I decided to get a rose and hyaluronic skincare line, and I've been using it, and it's been working, y'all. Like, my skin is healing. I still have some healing to go. I know I need, like, when I stop breastfeeding, I'm gonna start taking my womb tonic, and that's, to me, is gonna be the last remedy to get rid of this dermatitis. But for the most part, the rose and hyaluronic face wash, it's a face wash, face mist, and moisturizer. It's a water-based moisturizer, which is really important for the dermatitis, rather than an oil. The oils were making it worse. And I think the oils were causing more inflammation because it can be a little acidic with the oils. So, yes, the rose and hyaluronic acid face wash, these are the things that I use to pamper myself. Other things you can do, like going to the spa. I think I was mentioning that before about my idea to bring the stool in the shower, is because my sisters and I went to the spa in Houston and realized that the Koreans use stools in the shower. They had stools, they had little basins to carry their products in, and to also fill it up with water if they wanted to pour water over themselves and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, I need to do that. So just, find different ways to give back to yourself and pamper yourself. Rub your feet. Rub your feet. Rub your shoulders. Rub your ears. Have you ever rubbed your ears? Your ears have so many different pressure points. Like, just really get to it. Give yourself a massage. Go yoni sun sitting. Get your hair and scalp treatment. Oh my God. Pedicure, manicure. What else? Natural body products like Pink Nectar. Get you a body scrub. Like, go get a body scrub service. I did that earlier this summer. Wow, it was nice. Okay. But just really take the time to plan and do things that pamper your body and give you some relaxation. Take a bath, all right? I don't have a bathtub, but I go down to the sea. So the sea is actually really calm. It's just rainy. So when the rain goes away, I'm going to be down there floating, all right? The floating is my pampering when I go to the sea. Oh yeah, get a clay mask, y'all. You can do a full body clay mask. I should do that one day and go in the water. I'm gonna plan for that. I'll do a video when I do it. Mud all over your body, sit in the sun, and then go rinse it off. Yes. So yeah, scrubs, clay, body wash. Get you a body brush so you could do some dry brushing or shower brushing or anything like that. But yes, pamper yourself, y'all. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I'm about to get my nails done. Like, yeah, that's nice, but you gotta do the rest of your body. See a lot of people walking around looking stiff. Their skin looks like it needs some attention. And so does their hair. So instead of rushing over things, do one thing at a time. So I'm due for a nice wash, a hair wash. And what I do is I use special types of shampoo like tea tree, argan, something with argan infused into it, argan oil. Just really paying attention to the type of products that I use because I want my hair to feel good and look healthy. And plus I have a color in my hair. If y'all can see it, it's dark and light. So I have to make sure it stays moisturized. But don't use cheap stuff for your body. Another way you can pamper yourself is by making some fresh juices, sitting in a cozy area and eating your fruits and stuff like that. Like, just really get creative. All right, so number 6. Hey, we almost to the end. Okay, so number 6 is exercise regularly. And again, being consistent, finding what works for you, making sure you're doing something for your body right now. So like I mentioned, for mothers, new mothers, you want to pay attention to your abdomen and make an assessment to see if you have diastasis recti before you start doing those regular sit-ups, because that will make it worse, okay? So exercising regularly can just be at home. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym. I found a yoga mat for $4 at King Dollar in Houston. So you don't have to spend that much on a yoga mat. If you don't have weights, it's okay. You buy a set of resistance bands. I'm sure you can find some for like $20 on Amazon. I had found a really cool pack, and then when I went back to look, they didn't have it anymore. So I got lucky. But you need some resistant bands and stretch bands, because sometimes you might need to do some specific muscle training. You don't need to do weights. Weights is a specialized thing, and you really got to know what you're doing with the weights, or else you're going to hurt yourself. You can always take a class, a dance class, or a bike class, or whatever, the cycling class, or a Zumba class, or something to make sure that you're, getting the muscles moving, getting the sweat in. When I come to Houston, or y'all can bring me to a city near you, I can teach y'all hip-hop burlesque, and we can get into the sensual dance, the sensual healing dance, so that you can, get back to your feminine energy and awaken that divine feminine energy. But you definitely want to do something where you're consistent. The consistency is key. Obviously, it takes a lot of motivation, and you just got to really get into a rhythm and find the time for it. But once you do, you will not want to stop, okay? So even though I'm still getting into a groove with my daily routine, and sometimes it's painful because my muscles are going through a transformation process, I still do something, okay? Whether it's a little shake or 5 of my yoga moves, I don't care. I'm still doing something because I want to feel good about myself. I want to be flexible. I want to have my muscles toned and all kinds of stuff. So I really take the time to, I put it as a number 1 priority to do my movement or exercise routine on a daily basis. All right, so let me see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah. When you exercise, something that people might not know. When you exercise, it's a boost, man. It's an energy boost. It's a mood stabilizer. So if you're irritable and all them kind of stuff, this will help level you out. And you'll start to have that glow, okay? All right. Oh, swimming. Okay, so other things you could do is running, swimming, walking, riding a bike. Did I write anything else? Okay, weightlifting, womb yoga, and hip hop burlesque or West African dance. Okay, so make sure you're doing something. But swimming is a really low impact one, and it's a full body exercise. And then if you're trying to lose weight, swimming is actually low key a really good way to lose weight. Okay. Riding a bike. So if you have bad knees, go ahead and ride a bike. All right, that'll help strengthen up those thigh muscles and hamstrings and your calf muscles, so that your knee can stabilize. Because a lot of the knee problems comes from the muscles, so your leg muscles not being strong enough for the knee. Okay, or your glutes. Because if your glutes are not strong, then you're gonna have a bad posture, and then your knees are gonna suffer for it. Okay, so riding a bike is a really good way to work all them leg muscles. All right. Okay, and number seven. So number 7 is listen to your intuition and spirit guides. So listen to your intuition and spirit guides. This one is really special to me because I've always had these really interesting dreams growing up and in my adulthood. And I've always had like my voice speaking to me, just like out of nowhere kind of thing. Because you think about stuff and you think in your own voice, the sound of your voice. But there's another voice that speaks to you. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So once I really started to understand what that is, sometimes it's my intuition and sometimes it's my spirit guides. And you really have to humble yourself and get to a space of healing to be able to listen to those voices. Yeah. Some people, see, the misconception is that there's a psychotic nature in it, or something is wrong with you or whatever. No, these are divine wisdom. These are our divine guidance and things that are put here for us to be able to thrive. All right. It takes a lot of practice because we're taught otherwise. Like I was saying, we're taught to rely on something outside of ourselves to be able to know and understand things, but all the information is here. Our ancestors are always guiding us. We have guides, and we have our own spirit that's guiding us and telling us things. But we definitely have to be humble. We have to understand the difference between our ego and our regular self, and what all those relationships mean and how they connect to each other. Ways that you can do that is through your spiritual practices. So you want to have a strong spiritual practice. And I'm not talking about religious or whatever. Like there's certain things that you have to do on a regular basis, like cleanse your aura, cleanse your space, cleanse your home, detox your body, feed yourself high vibrational foods. Again, get grounded, get out in nature. All those things that I listed prior to this will help you to get to the point of understanding your intuition and your spirit guides. And that is the spirituality. All of these things are part of your spirituality because it's helping you to get back to that subconscious space, or that what do they call it? Subjective space, okay? To the dark creative space. I also do rites of passages. So we've, over the years, my friends and siblings have gone through rites of passages. I've established an organization, Sacred Goddess Temple Antigua. And in doing that, it really just shows me the importance of utilizing the elements like air, fire, water, earth, utilizing the essences and the essential oils, learning how to smudge your space, learning how to pray and set up an altar and pour libation and chant and breathe. There's so many different things that go into having a spiritual balance and centeredness that will help you to get back to yourself and be able to be fully guided and understand what your guides have in store for you, and to really trust that, okay? So a lot of us hear these things and we're just like, I'm just gonna do it this way. Then we end up in problems, okay? So when you hear those guidances, when you see those messages or receive those messages, then you can humble yourself and get to a point of saying, I give thanks. But of course, it takes practice, it takes letting go, it takes detoxing, and it takes pouring back into yourself. So while this is called 7 Steps to Self-Love and Womb Wellness, it's all about getting back to a spirituality, getting back to a rhythm, getting back to a lifestyle that's going to make sure that you're healthy and whole, okay? Because all the disease, all the ailments, all the pain, all the confusion, all the low energy is because we're so far disconnected from our spirituality and our natural selves that it is causing a rhythmic imbalance. Our rhythms are off, okay? So, hey. I really hope y'all enjoyed that. Thank you all for coming on. Let me see something. I saw my friend come on earlier. Peace and blessings, Goddess Onishiwa. When I tell you, when you do these things, magic starts happening in your life. And if you're really not centered, you're not gonna see the magic. That's the other thing. Okay? So I've been meeting people who are so on purpose for my vision and my endeavors in life. So Goddess Onishiwa, much love and blessings to you for creating that space. Somehow we just ended up meeting each other, and now we're preparing for 2 retreats next year. And our first retreat is going to be about healing your inner child. And when I tell y'all, this is some divine movements. We're just obeying, okay? We're being steadfast, we're being disciplined, we're detoxing. Her and I are doing different things to make sure that we're prepared to be able to assist y'all and bring y'all up so that y'all can feel good, look good, smell good, and have a full, joyous life. And part of that is getting to these things like healing that inner child, okay? A lot of our inner childs are crying right now. A lot of our inner childs are broken and damaged, and we have to heal those in order to be fully functioning adults and get to this goddess life, okay? So that's going to be that's going to be March in Florida. So Healing Your Inner Child Retreat is going to be March 2024 in Florida, okay? So we're preparing that for y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned because you're going to get some early bird discounts, you get some payment plans, all types of stuff. Then later in the year, next year, we're coming down to Jamaica. So y'all get to come my yard and drink a jelly. All right, so we're gonna come to Jamaica. We're gonna have some really nice. It's called Coming to the Waters, and we're gonna go to the river. We're gonna go to the waterfall. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna drink a jelly and wash off your heart. That's some Jamaican stuff, y'all. They say drink some coconut water to wash your heart off. I don't know what they meant by that, but I think it just means to give your body a cleanse or to hydrate, something like that. But coconut water is very hydrating. It has a bunch of minerals in it. It's better than Gatorade. So if you want an alternative to Gatorade, drink some coconut water. All right? But it's going to be an all-inclusive. Both of these retreats are all-inclusive, and we're doing some amazing stuff. So I pray that you all come out to one of them and full enjoy yourselves and have a good time, get some sun, and heal. Okay? That's what I'm looking forward to, some healing. And being strong enough to help y'all heal. Okay? So that's what I'm preparing myself for. I'm preparing myself to assist y'all in your healing. Yes. And while I'm preparing, I'm healing. Isn't that magical? And also, I do my hip hop burlesque classes throughout the year, the sensual healing experience, and that is for the ladies who's ready to unleash the inner diva and get sexy and understand that it's okay to do some sensual touch to the body. Why? Because it's very healing and it gets that energy, keeps your energy flowing so that you can be productive and creative and feel good and glow. Okay? And then, of course, if y'all are struggling with pH imbalance, you want to get your skin right, you want to get your life in order, click the link, y'all. I have all those remedies for y'all. Okay? So, peace and blessing. Mwah. Thank you all. Thanks for coming out. And I look forward to seeing y'all at the next Goddess Wellness Wednesday. Hey! All right, I'll see you all soon. Peace.